Scorpio, and welcome to your love reading for April 2018. This is particularly for you and a significant other, okay? So how you define that is up to you. If it's an existing relationship or it's someone that you're interested in, okay? I think you're approaching the relationship as a Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is all about new beginnings. It's all about that innocence, Scorpio, okay? So the Page of Cups, his heart is pretty pure. So this is about not carrying past energy into the present moment. So this could be a new relationship beginning here, or it could be an existing relationship, but there's been a lot of change within your own nature. There's been a lot of clearing work. There's been a lot of healing. So you're going forward in a much more gentle, much more innocent, loving way, okay? So this is how you're approaching your relationship. I think for many of you, this could be a new beginning or a new start. Now, your partner is the Nine of Swords, which means you're approaching whoever you're involved with, and there's an awful lot of fear in that person. If you look, this is someone who's protecting the heart and almost turning their back on you, Scorpio, okay? Now the reason they're turning their back on you is because of anxiety and fear. And the roots of anxiety and fear are always the same thing. Someone not wanting to be hurt the way they have been before, through a past person, or even in the present relationship. But whoever it is, this is someone who's withdrawing from you and going into fear. Now, the trick with this is not to take it personal. This person's retreat from you is not about anything you're doing, but work that they have to do on their own behalf, okay? It's sometimes this Nine of Swords can represent what's called our shadow. So our shadow is all those parts of us that we reject. There's a lot of low self-esteem, not feeling good enough, not feeling lovable. But for some reason, Scorpio, they're definitely turning their back as you move forward offering love. My feeling is this is going to change, okay? Because emotionally, you move to the Ace of Swords. I really like where you're at. You've got this clear vision, you've got this insight, and you've got this very, very sort of pure intention as you go forward. So, in a way, you're going to have to be the bigger person in this situation and hold this sort of truth and straightforwardness as your partner starts to unravel the energy of the Nine of Swords, because it's only a minor arcana, which means it's a state of mind. It's not a huge energy like a big major arcana. It's just a state of mind, and they're sort of in a state of fight or flight. So I want you to be the bigger person, hold this sort of clarity, continually hold this open heart, because emotionally your partner's going to make a change to the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands in a love reading is a pretty outstanding card, okay? Because it represents fours, which are always stability, crossing a threshold, and maybe a relationship's moving into a much more established foundation. Because I turned around in the Hierophants there, because these two together can quite often represent marriage, stability, moving a relationship on to a new chapter. But your partner seems to be quite fearful of this. Now, you're going to have to be a bigger person here and allow this process to unfold, because it will unfold. Your first outcome card is the Six of Swords. So it's pretty clear. This is moving away from turbulent times into calm waters. And it's also about moving into a new chapter. I adore this card. I always find it a very sort of divine protected card. The Weeping Willow and the Full Moon protects the two of you as you move into more gentler, smoother waters. Now, we can never quite see where she's going, okay? We just know two people are moving forward in a very tranquil, slow pace. But forward you're going, okay? Because the passion between you, Scorpio, is absolutely evident. The Queen of Wands can represent a fire sign person, but I'm not reading it this way because this is the outcome for the two of you. And the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Passion. She's about sexuality, she's a Kundalini, but essentially she's a sexual force between two people. When the Queen of Wands turns up in a reading, there's a few cards that say the same. The Empress would say the same. This is about two people who are magnetized to each other. So maybe the attraction is so strong that that's why your partner feels this fear and this need to resist and withdraw from love. Because for a lot of people, this sexual energy of the Queen of Wands is quite scary because it represents a loss of control. And quite a lot of people don't like losing control, okay? Especially the Emperor types, and quite a lot of the very, very strong earth energies do not like losing control. So this passion between you and this other person seems to be have got them in quite a state of fear, okay? The Ace of Swords as a gift to you means I want you to hold the vision for this relationship and where it's going, because it's going to very gentle waters, huge passion. It doesn't really get much better than the Queen of Wands when it comes to sexual energy. Maybe the Ace and the King, but the King can almost be over the top, okay? The Queen is beautiful, she's enduring, but definitely a passionate bond here. Your outcome is the Wheel of Fortune, this meeting of destiny, coincidence. It's also a 10, so it's completion of a pattern, so a new cycle can begin, okay? So I think, my initial picture, I think I might be reading for some Scorpios who are just starting a relationship, okay? Or trying to renew the initial stages of love between you and another person. It's one or the other, because that's what the page stands for. Now, your partner is in this Nine of Swords energy, but I think literally it's because of the Queen of Wands and the amount of attraction they feel towards you, okay? Because it's quite hard for sometimes to accept how passion can be quite a scary energy, but it really, really is for a lot of people, because it's that, as I said, it's this loss of control. It can be quite an uncomfortable energy if someone's not used to it, okay? But I think as you hold this clarity, they're going to learn to feel safe and manage the energy, because the Four of Wands is quite a comfortable energy towards a relationship, and the Six of Swords is a very, very gentle, flowing card. But passion, absolutely. But I think as well, For some of you who are just starting a new situation, this transition and the changes of the dynamic might be quite scary, okay? A lot of people stay in relationships that are without passion, and they stay in them because of safety and security. Now, this is not a relationship without passion, and maybe that's why your partner's quite scared of the feelings that's going on between you. There is nothing to worry about here. It's all going to this Wheel of Fortune, which is a happy completion to a cycle. It's also that date with destiny, when a door opens and you walk through it and you start to build a new reality and a new foundation in your relationship. Because the Hierophant's here, as I read, the Hierophant quite often represents it is about an energy of commitment, stability. It's about two people who really feel a strong force and the strong urge to be together. That's what I'm picking up. I'm going to pick up another card for your partner. Is a Two of Swords, okay? This is a stalemate card. Someone who might be a little bit withdrawn, but they're withdrawing not because they don't feel for you. Total opposite. They're withdrawing because of the fear of how this attraction might radically alter their life, because it looks like it's going to radically alter their destiny, this merging with you two together. It's a really interesting love reading here. I'm definitely getting some of you starting a whole new beginning, a whole new chapter, and the chapter is all about stability, passion and flow. But because your partner's in this space, I think you're going to have to be patient. The pages don't like being patient because you'd need to be a king to have the energy of patience, but you have the Ace of Swords, which means you have the gift of clarity. You have the gift of vision to understand that this dynamic might need time, it might need patience to find its new beginning, okay? And it's really interesting. I almost want to go to your partner and just gently reassure them that everything's moving in a really good direction. If you want, Scorpio, show them this reading to let them know that this anxiety will pass through them. And it's okay if they're going into a stalemate. They're not going anywhere, Scorpio. They're just retreating to try and work with their anxiety, that fight or flight energy that's keeping them in a state of withdrawal, rather than moving to this new passion and this new chapter. Okay, love your reading, Scorpio, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.